Hey, I'm still selling merch. I know I said limited time. I didn't say when it was gonna stop. In fact, I'm not even entirely sure when it's gonna stop. I just know it's still available today. Link below. I watched 2 Conjuring ripoffs. I should clarify. I watched 2 The Conjuring ripoffs. Isn't it amazing how the is the only thing that's stopping those people from getting sued? Our double feature today consists of Conjuring the Devil and Conjuring The Beyond. These are 2 vastly different movies. Only one of them even tries to be in the same realm of the original subject matter. Only one of them plays into the fact that it's bad. And only one of them has a... Yep, you read my lips correctly. And only one of them has a great deal on pre-portioned meals.
Every Plate, today's sponsor. What are you gonna do about it? Huh? You gonna invest into delicious meals that are 58% cheaper than your average fast casual meal? I never want to go to the grocery store, genuinely. I've also become a connoisseur of expiration dates, and that's because I'm scanning everything in the fridge, because stuff just always goes bad. I never eat everything I purchased. Like, it's funny, Every Plate brings this stuff up as selling points, but this is just my life. I'm made for this. A delicious meal kit with pre-portioned ingredients delivered straight to your door at a lower price point than your other choices. The easiest decision to make, guys. I made some soy glazed pork meatloaves. The wasabi mashed potatoes were fire. And this smash burger with caramelized onion, crazy. And so easy to make. It's annoying. So go ahead and get your first box for just $1.49 per meal by going to everyplate.com and entering code MistaGG149. That's just $1.49 per meal. Everyplate.com, code MistaGG149. And thank you, Everyplate, for sponsoring this video.
Let's start with Conjuring the Devil. The third installment in the series, The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It, is the movie they're using to confuse moviegoers. This is a very common practice if you were unaware. For example, The Conjuring 3 was set to release September 2020, so this movie set the very same release date. But because of the pandemic, The Conjuring 3 was pushed to a June 2021 release. So then this movie decided, we're still dropping September. You really think the people who made this movie want to hold on to it for another 8 months? They probably only spent 3 making it. This is the beginning of the movie.
Will you please stop filming me? You're being a creep.
Come on, you love it. That's why you're dressed like that.
Yeah, come on, you look freaking sweet, Lois.
Come on, baby, show me those great legs.
Those ankles remind me of cinnamon sticks.
Yeah, you and me, we could have a party.
Just because I'm wearing a short skirt doesn't mean that you can head on.
Hey, correction. I'm only hitting on you because you're the only broad here. Am I right, Father? Hey, what's in the box?
So after this woman tries to walk away, this random priest pulls out an average-sized whip, in most settings, and begins to flop it in her direction. The whip incites possession, and her possession consists of becoming a showgirl right on the train, and then dying on the train. Jump scare. And that's enough lore. I'm sure we all fully understand what's happening by now. The movie revolves around Father Dalton and his congregation. He's really nice to all these freaks, so we need someone who's not. In comes Father Brock. And Father Brock hates in that order. He's not a nice guy. He's the type of dude to see a guy in a wheelchair and think, I'll beat his ass. A lot of the dialogue in this film is dubbed. Not well, and it kind of helps, because the audio levels are so inconsistent, facial expressions don't match the tone. It gives you something to look forward to. Because honestly, I'd be making snow angels in quicksand if this scene just had the regular audio. Because the dialogue sucks, the acting sucks, the camera guy's fucking going bananas.
Mitzi, Jean, Sarah, Lydia, and James, everybody. How are you guys?
I'm good.
Father Brock discovers our main character, Kate, has a girlfriend, and he thinks what we all thought, that's gay. But then he starts to say bad stuff.
They both have done what is detestable. They shall be put to death. Leviticus 2013.
That bitch needs to die. Moses 23:19.
So everyone in the congregation has their own little lore, their own little sinful background, or at least what's looked at as sinful in Father Brock's eyes. Kate's a lesbian, this person is trans, this woman aborted her child, this man used to heat up heroin spoons the Aki way. The list goes on. Now why does that matter? Well, Father Brock is going to incite demonic violence upon them, one by one, that has to do with their sinful lore. How, you may not ask? Well, he tiptoes outside their home, parks far away so they don't suspect anything, wears a disguise, all black, nighttime vigilante, and then pulls out the whip. He starts whipping his own back and belting out a chant. This whip is some ancient demon relic that is able to deliver very convoluted punishments at the hands of Demon Nun, which, fun fact, was the original title of this movie. So Kate's punishment, put fat quotation marks around that, is, well, firstly, Father Brock showed up during a steamy makeout sesh between Kate and her girlfriend, and her punishment is being allowed to finish that session, go to bed, and then have a night terror with these fine-ass demons who tongue her down, and I lost No Nut November like 12 minutes ago. Now, this movie can be a tiny bit gratuitous in the sex sells category. Like, the ex-druggie's punishment is envisioning his wife showing up all nice in her new Fenty, all sexy-like, and then she just pulls out a baggie of heroin, which, once again, punishment? All I see is a man of God in a driveway blessing everyone in the congregation. But to keep up his villainous tendencies, at least the druggie's punishment takes a turn because he starts to get the urge and then he ransacks the throne for his doomsday needles and he relapses after shooting up multiple needles and he dies. Kate smells foul play after finding matching coins at the crime scenes, so she goes to the church to get to the bottom of it. When this happens. No, not multi-Jesus. That's the most dangerous of all Jesuses. The Karibo of Bethlehem.
No, that's a lot of
Crosses. This is what it feels like when they pass you the collection plate. Oh, really?
Oh, yeah?
Where's he gonna spend it on?
Gives me to eat?
Jesus?
Bullshit.
You really not gonna give your money
sinner.
to Jesus?
So the trans person also ends up being served a punishment, but I think this scene's a bit distasteful, even for this movie. I mean, while watching it, leading up to her death, I kept thinking, come on, you know better. Don't do that. Didn't listen, so I'm just gonna skip it if that's okay. You're not missing shit, trust me. Also, I didn't even think of this. Aside from it being distasteful, this shit would get me age restricted too, so that's not fucking worth it all. Since when the fuck has the timeline mattered at all in this movie? Friday night? You've never told me what any other night is. Why do I give a fuck that it's Friday night? Ah, fuck, I actually forgot about this next one. This one's also in poor taste, but I'll be damned if this movie punks me twice in a row. This woman got rid of her child in the past because of a medical complication. So Demon Nun thinks, how do I teach her a lesson? Oh, I know. I'll re-impregnate her, speed run the trimesters, and then force her to get rid of it again. How, you may ask, possibly? Ask that? At this point, I didn't know what the movie was capable of anymore. I just vividly remember seeing this very short, like 2-second scene and saying out loud, oh my God. So the Demon Nun superhero beams the wool needle straight into her stomach, murdering the hypothetical child, which I thought it'd be worse than that, honestly. Oh, now we have a visual of the baby. Great. So after some casual murders, Kate teams up with Father Dalton to throw a party to cheer everyone up.
I think it was just what everyone needed.
It was lovely, Father. Jean would have appreciated it.
Yeah, James would have too, Father.
Yeah, a random string of dead friends would have loved this.
You're not gonna get in trouble for this, are you, Father? I mean, it's not like it's an exorcism. Or is it? I didn't see Linda Blair anywhere.
All right, cut it out.
Or Max von Sydow.
Nope, didn't need another reference.
Not ready for heavy stuff like that. Left my crucifix at home.
Stop! So Kate's girlfriend starts to get possessed and she goes on a murderous rampage. In what fucking ooga booga world does this movie deserve to be an hour and 54 minutes? We are an hour in and hypothetically at the climax of the movie. What in the balls and sack am I getting another hour of? Now, surprisingly, the answer to that are some jokes, which I wish they did way more of in the first half. At the end of the chaotic party, Kate follows the demon and...
Remove!
That was kind of funny. Where has that been? I know you've done bizarrety and stupid shit alike, but like, that's a good joke. Why the fuck haven't you been doing that? The cops finally show up to investigate the crime scene.
That's some real rage, man.
Some dinner party gone wrong, huh?
Maybe the quiche flopped, huh?
I guess that's one way to excuse yourself from the table. Talk about sticking a fork in it. I feel tense. You could say that. You tense? What? No. Utensil? Come on. We gotta go tell his mom that he's dead.
They try explaining to the detective that the demon nun killed everybody, and that's obviously a tough task.
There was a nun here too?
It's a spirit that looks like a nun.
Now I've heard everything.
Father, did you see anything that might resemble a...
Great.
Where has his humor been?
Can you look around for a nun costume?
What? A nun costume? I mean, are you serious?
What do you want me to find next? Evidence? I mean, come on, Chief. This is an open and shut case. How about you shut your case? How about I open a case? A whoop ass. Can. Oh, I can. No, it's can. You son of a bitch.
For some reason, this movie gets unnecessarily padded in the last quarter, and I do not know why. Like, the movie's not good. We know that, but it brings down the movie even more for me. Why did you do that? It's not some sort of like algorithm at play. You're not on a higher shelf because you're fucking 2 hours long at Walmart in the bin. Father Dalton dies, Kate gets stabbed trying to save her girlfriend, Demon Nun realizes she's being used by Father Brock, so she kills him. Kate's girlfriend takes the whip and kills Demon Nun. Kate bleeds out. The ending sucks. Another Conjuring movie. Oh, gee golly Gucci, don't mind if I do. Conjuring The Beyond. You thought the other one was bad? It was. But this one's so much worse. It's technically better by a mile. The acting is better by a mile. But when it comes to entertainment, it just burrows into the ground. The movie centers around a sleep paralysis study, aka me dozing off at my desk. But more interesting than that, hey, doesn't this guy sound like he's doing an impression of Ed Helms and Jason Bateman at the same time?
Barely done anything since you've gotten here. All right, you spend most of your time upstairs. You only come down to grab food?
Wanda is our main character, sneaking out to go be a part of the study. But hey, doesn't she kind of look like Amaranth here?
I need to go.
Dr. Richard Pretorius. This man is the movie. There are heaps and heaps of talking in this movie, and public enemy number one is Dr. Richard Pretorius. If this guy wasn't the highest paid actor on the bill, we should start a GoFundMe. That's how bad it is. For every one line every other actor has, the doc then responds with a filibuster. The movie is just him talking. At least there's a scene where they dance.
Hey, guys, come on. We're gonna hit the dance floor to one off the first bits. Let's go.
So after some hypnosis, they all start to endure sleep paralysis with this thing. And the next morning, one of them is missing. The doc could give less of a shit because he just wants results. That's his vice. He just wants the experiment to experiment at any cost.
A sample size such as this really tells us nothing.
So then what the fuck is the point of the experiment, Doc? You telling me you never stopped to think that with only a whopping 4 participants that the results would be inconclusive?
What really worries me is you hear stories like this about people being stuck together, sharing the same paranoia, like mass hysteria.
You guys have been together for one day, like one literal night. Everyone's uncomfortable. The doc tries to calm them down through the experiment. This is the movie.
Yeah. I swear if another person makes a run for it in the wee hours in the morning, I'm going for a ramble on this bitch.
What does that mean? What does that mean? Is this not an alarming statement to hear from somebody else? If one more person leaves, I'm fucking killing everybody.
Likewise.
Side note, what's your guys' price to willingly endure sleep paralysis? Because I've had it once, and it was the worst thing ever. $50K. I'm willing to negotiate. Like I said, there's not a lot that happens here. More people disappear, shit goes down, people try to avoid sleep. It's a whole bonanza, trust me.
Wake up!
Oh, this was all just part of his initial... No! The first one was 2 hours. This one feels like 2 hours. Don't watch either. The end. What a stupid fucking idea for a video. If you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like. Here's your second reminder to please leave a like. The merch is live in viz.tv/chapter1. Shout out to my beautiful patrons for always supporting the boy. And as always, I am Mr. Gigi, and I am out.